how to get into AI orchestration workflow. What is AI orchestration workflow? Orchestration workflow is where you are using multiple LLMs. Which one specifically? Well, you're going to use Codex, Claude, Gemini, Kimi, and that's pretty much it. That is the dream team of the AI agents that you want to. Why? Because it is no longer advantageous to have one LLM try and do everything. You want to call different LLMs and then assign different ones to do different things without you having to manage them. So from here, next tool that you need is CMUX or Herder. If you're a beginner, I recommend CMUX. If you're intermediate to advanced, I recommend hanging out in Herder. Both will be able to do the exact same thing of multi-agent orchestration. There's many different ways to do this. This is just the easiest, quick, and fastest way that you could do it with very little like extra stuff, basically. And these tools will basically allow you to manage multiple terminal sessions with different agents doing different things at the same time. What you're limited to is your Mac computer, 16 GB of RAM. This is going to be your like limiting factor. In order for you to get into AI orchestration, there's no way you're going to do it on a Windows. Just throw that pipe dream out the window. Like for sure, that's a hard no. But from here, your basically limit is the amount of RAM that you have on your Mac computer, which is like super annoying. It is like, so from here, I highly recommend get a beefed up Mac, or you can get these like blue droplets. And we're not going to get into VPNs right now, or VPSs. Like you don't need that right now. So, okay. The way it goes is you have a master orchestrator plus implementer. For the orchestrator, I'd recommend Fable. Like, why not? Like, use Fable 5 as your orchestrator, because he will plan out the whole build, the different sprints, all the different prompts for which LLMs does he want to like call on. And then from here, you're going to do everything in CMUX and Herder. And it's very easy. You just tell him, I'll give you guys just a short little, you're just telling him, let's do this. Fable, you are the orchestrator. I want you to not write or do any building. You are just to write the sprint plan to delegate different LLMs for the project backlog. I want you to prioritize what needs to get done in sprint 1. Then you could choose from Codex, Claude, Kimi, or Gemini to basically delegate each of the tickets to. I want you to spin up new sessions in CMUX and then pass all the work to them so that they can, and then manage them, make sure they're working on separate work trees, and then you can review and merge and then close out the work session when you're done. Okay. Very, very wordy. Can we make that smaller? I don't know if you guys could like take a screenshot of that. There may be a chance you can, kinda. Yeah, there's a chance. There you go. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Nice. I know it's like super, super small, but that's basically the orchestrator prompt. And then, now this will burn a ton of tokens for sure. Like, do not do this if you're not on the $200 plan. Like, you have to be, you technically have to have two $200 plans for this in order for this to work. Don't try and do this on the cheap. Like, this doesn't work if you're like, I'm trying to do this on the cheapest tokens. No, that's not how this is going to work. Like, it's really like, especially for how big these guys are, this is basically gonna like, because you're gonna burn, it's your weekly session that's the problem. You're gonna burn so much of your weekly usage for each of them, whether it be Claude or Codex, it really doesn't matter, that you end up just like halfway splitting through. So you'll max out one and then you have another one and you're toggling between the two. That's like the easiest, the cleanest for them. And then you don't need anything extra. You could use GitHub as your backlog, because GitHub has its own built-in issue tracker, because you don't need to pay for linear. Because a lot of people, like software engineers, will buy linear, which is basically this is where you're doing like agentic workflows. It's the same thing, but they're doing like all of these is basically what they're doing is it's just a project backlog for agents. That's all it is. Think of like ClickUp, Asana, Monday.com, or GitHub issue trackers for like GitHub. Basically, this does this so that you can manage, because the game is you should be loading work into a queue and letting the agents pick up from the queue, delegate and implement, and you're not stuck in some chat window trying to just talk to one Claude. That would be not if not efficient. And then there's something I'm missing. CodeRabbit. When you get into this stuff, because now you're just building like pipelines of like workflow. So when I say a pipeline, it's basically you're not opening a session, pasting a prompt, talking to Claude back and forth. You're not actually involved in any of the tickets. Once you have this like set up, then Claude will basically just spin up his own sessions and then delegate, and you're not really involved. So this I do recommend, actually would be very helpful. So this is CodeRabbit. These things just basically check your code block or your code, your PRs, your bugs before they get released, because when you Claude builds, and Codex is really good at like checking work to make sure it is working.